Day 2 of the G1 Climax is come and gone. And once again, Sho beat up another young lion and got him to tap out with the snake bite submission. But let's get to the main potatoes. Opening with Yoshihashi against Evil. Yoshi put up a better fight than I was expecting. Went about 15 or so minutes. But again, Evil with the distractions from Dick Togo, a low blow. Oh, and everything is evil. Took Yoshi down. Bad match. Good match, bad ending. But we expected Evil to pull this kind of a fast one on Yoshi. It's the wrong gang. Oh, it went 17 minutes, sorry. Next match went about 12 minutes. Jeff Cobb basically makes cannon fodder out of Chase Owens. We kind of expected that. Went about 12 minutes and 11 seconds. He wins with Tour of the Islands. No brainer there. One I was quite intrigued by was Sanada against Tama Tonga. This was Tama's first G1 in over 3 years. Anyone who remembers the infamous G1 28, where he and Fale just kept going with repeated interference, DQs, and post-match beatdowns of the opponents, which led to them leaving a stain on the tournament matches. And Tama getting pulled from the G1 for future competition until this year. Went pretty well. Ends with Sanada getting out of the gun stun and reversing it into an O'Connor prawn hold in about 19 minutes for the win. Great match. Sanada's off to a good start. Next matchup was Taichi against Hiroki Goto. This was back and forth as we expect. Taichi didn't pull any BS. Didn't use Miho as a shield. Didn't use his tag title. Pretty hard hitting. And it ends with Taichi hitting Black Mephisto on the Goto. He's on the board. So both halves of Dangerous Tekkers are on the board in their respective blocks. Main event, Tanahashi Okada. This was the match on paper everyone thought was going to go to a draw. And it got close to that. It felt just a shot clock short of a draw. 24 seconds. It was back and forth, hard-hitting, everything you expect from Tana and Okada to do. High fly flow countered, Rainmaker counter, money clip escaped. In the final minute, it's a slap fest. Tanahashi goes for the sling blade, gets met with the drop kick, and then hit with the Rainmaker with about 30 or so seconds left. Okada gets the pin. He's now back on the board, and it looks like he's back on the winning path. So, day 2, day 1 of the B block, while a little anemic given you got 2 scrubs in this block, in Yoshihashi and Chase Owens, it went as bad as I was expecting. Ugh. About as well as I expected. Here are the next matchups going into day 4 on September 24th for these guys. On day 4, which will happen on September 24th, Tanahashi will start off against Hiroki Goto. Tama Tonga will take on Chase Owens. Yoshihashi against Jeff Cobb. Sanada against Taichi. And Okada goes up against Evil in the main event. Now, this is only a 5-match card because it's in the Oda City Gym in the Higashi Kamada Otaku Ward of Tokyo, where, of course, the bullshit state of emergency order is still in effect. Because, again, as I've called him out on a couple of times, Yoshihide Suga is a fucking tyrant. The current Prime Minister of Japan. I'm surprised the Japanese people have not gone into riot mode as of yet. I mean, into protest mode as of yet. I mean, they're not taking the vax because as far as I know, the Japanese people are a little smarter than this. But that being said, they know that Suga is just basically dangling freedom in front of them like a carrot and then taking it away. But I'm getting a little too political at this point, so I'm just going to drop it. That said, who knows how the rest of the tournament is going to pan out. Next day, Thursday, in the gym, A-block action. Toru Yano against the Great Okan, Kenta against Yujiro Takahashi, Tetsuya Naito against Tangaloa, Kota Ibushi against Tomohiro Ishii, and Shingo in the main event against Zack Sabre Jr. So far, I'm 9-1 in terms of my picks. I'm either 8-2 or 9-1 in my picks for the G1 31. Since I'm the only guy willing to do it this year, because some people don't want to do it because of how anemic the card is, I choose not to look at what the card is on the outside. I'm looking at it more somewhat from the inside. Maybe Chase and Yoshi will pull it together. I don't know. I've stated that Chase is basically this year's cannon fodder, and it may play out. He may not get a win on the board, but let's see. That's all I've got for this morning. Day 2 is in the books. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.